Is it working? There it goes. Hello, everybody. This is video 661, and this is going to be a video about dilation a little bit. I have Harry Kitty here who's fascinated by the topic, as you can see. But I was, and again, this is going to be my own journey, documenting my own story here. Probably all the exciting stuff with my transition, my surgery, and everything. That's a couple years back. So, you know, it's April 2nd, and so I'm 2 years into my post-op life, um, and I haven't had much success with dilation or sexual stimulation post-op. And if I had insurance, I probably would contact my surgeon and see about. I'd probably need to be readjusted. Last time I saw her, when I had insurance, she had said something that I was a candidate for going in and doing the second surgery, um, where they go in and reopen you up, readjust things and everything. And of course, I don't have insurance, so um, in anyway, neither here nor there. So I kind of have given up on dilation. Um, a lot of that is probably a bit of poor meism because I don't think I'm going to find a mate. And so I don't think I'm going to have a reason to have sex. And again, vibrators and whatnot don't really work on me. So, when I think about going and laying on my back for 20 minutes and sticking something up into me, it just doesn't really, it's not very appealing to me. And I think the first reaction to that is, well, oh my gosh, aren't you concerned about your whole closing? And it's like, yeah, but I've accepted it, you know. Um, and my friends that I keep in contact with, it seems like one of them, all they do is brag about how big of a dilator they can shove up into themselves. And it just, I don't know, maybe it's because I've got sour grapes, as it were. I really don't care. Uh, I really don't care how big of a dilator you can ram into yourself. It just don't need to know that. Don't need to know that. And the same person is very quick to show pictures of their vibrators and talk about how wonderful things are. And again, it probably is sour grapes because I don't have that experience, so I guess I don't really want to hear about it. But um, maybe two takeaways. One is for me not to be so sensitive and just to go, fascinating, good for you. Be supportive of said person or people like them. I'm sure they're not alone. The second caveat to take away from that is maybe to be conscious on the other end, how much you brag about how big your dilator is or how often you do it or how pleasurable it is. Um, you know, is that really what you want to talk about? Do you go up to somebody and say, I can stick old green jeans in me. I can stick the green one in for me, and woo, I have so much fun. Again, two sides of it, two sides of the coin. But I thought I would share mostly just to vent and share my own experience, but also I'm curious how many other post-ops out there after 2 years kind of are like, to hell with this. I'm not going to dilate anymore. Um, and maybe if you did, what was your reason? What's your reasoning? Is it because you feel like you're not going to have a sexual partner, or just maybe botched surgery, or I don't know. Just if you could post, it would help me out. It would help me understand and maybe not feel so bad on my end. Um, really, that's just about it for me in my life. The better job search is ongoing. I don't think I've not. I've recently come to the conclusion that um, you know the job that I have right now is a good right now job. It's almost like a good enough for now relationship with somebody. Um, No need to really, really look for a job, but I'm just keeping my eyes out in case something better comes along. Um, which I didn't necessarily do all the years that I worked at Humana. I didn't keep my eyes open for a better job. I just kept on doing my same job, and I was very happy doing my job, and that's all it was. And the world kind of changed. I felt like the world kind of changed around me. Um, people wanted, statistics and how many thousands of dollars did you save the company, and how many how much income did you generate, and they wanted statistics where my point of view was, well, I came to work every day and did the job you asked me to do, and by doing that job, I helped keep the company going. I helped, kept things moving, made money for the company or whatnot. I didn't keep track of how much, but that's what they wanted, and I don't necessarily think every job can be quantified like that, and I think that's whether it's my own fault or not. That's part of my problem when I interview is my resume. Again, I got up every morning and I went to my work and I did my job and I came home, and to me that's good enough. That's but not for a certain mindset, which I guess maybe is in command right now, and maybe that's why I've not gotten a better job. I don't know. I don't know. But that's my own opinion about life, I suppose. So we'll keep chugging away, and back to the main topic again. The idea of like I said, two things. I have to claim for myself, not to be so perhaps sensitive, and recognize that I'm going to try to dilate again and see how far I can get. But again, for myself, not to be so overly sensitive. And then for the flip side of that is, be very careful when you brag about how big of a dilator. I mean, that's like a guy walking around talking about how big his dick is. You know what I mean? It's just why? Who's got the biggest dick? Why? You know, and does that make men who are not so gifted, make them feel inadequate? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. To me, it's not good karma. Not good karma. I mean, no one's interested in how big your dick is or how big of a dilator you can ramrod into yourself. Uh, you know what I mean? But probably in their own way, they think they're being helpful. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. But another side of this perhaps is maybe as trans woman to trans woman, if that's the only reason you're friends or your acquaintances, maybe that's the only thing you can talk about. I don't know. I don't know. But for someone who either can't or doesn't want to dilate, it just doesn't mean anything. And I can see someone sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me because I can only get the purple dilator in, or I can only get the blue dilator in. I can't get the green one in." I don't know. Back in my full dilation days, yeah, I got the green one in, but I didn't brag about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, that's it from me and Harry today. I hope y'all is cool in your neck of the woods. And until next time, best of luck in becoming your authentic self as you define it. All right, bye bye.